Hey guys, just wanted to show you how my kayak looks. Oops. Looks like I got something on the lens there. There we go. Just wanted to show you guys how my kayak looks up on the roof rack. So check that out. Pretty freaking cool. See, the difficult part was I like these that hang over the edge, because if you don't have those hanging over the edge, you can't really secure it properly and the kayak's going to slide. So that's why I did it that way. The only negative is I found that I can no longer use the automatic car wash, which, yeah, really sucks. Now I got to do the thing manually, and as you can tell, it needs a freaking bath really bad. But anyway, God, it's just a pristine day. I'm looking forward to fishing. It's gonna be freaking awesome. We kind of already missed the tide. The really good tide was a low this morning. God, I wish I would have been down here to fish that, but just couldn't set it up, couldn't make it happen. So anyway, we're gonna make it work with what we got. So that's it. All right, out. Hey guys, Edward Halterman, Office of the Pacific. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, if you could do me a favor, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Helps me keep this channel rocking and rolling. And me love you long time goes without saying. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you so much. I am finally freaking fishing today. Woohoo! It's been freaking forever. So I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna try to make the bait out on the water. I never do that. I always make it the day before or the day of, and I have, like, you guys saw my portable bait tanks and all that nutbag stuff that the traveling circus has. Anyway, I'm just kind of pulling down here to the spot. Yeah, baby. Today we're gonna focus on locating the Halimotto, the halibut. So hopefully we get them. We kind of missed the morning low. Would have been the best time to fish these things. My God, they're probably flying out of the freaking water. But anyway, we're gonna give it our best right now and see if we can make it happen for you people. So enjoy like I'm gonna enjoy. Hey friends, thanks for stopping by. I'm Edward Halterman, Office of the Pacific. Today we're gonna be talking about making bait from your kayak. It's pretty straightforward. It's not rocket science. The main deal is to have a freaking fish finder, because a fish finder does not lie. Many times we're out there in a float tube or a kayak, we roll right over the bait and don't even realize that we just did, right? So it's not always on the surface. Like on this day as an example, all the bait was on the bottom. Unfortunately, I didn't have my fish finder hooked up yet. I got a newer kayak and whatnot, so wasn't quite ready yet. So next trip it will be. But anyway, so what we did was we sight fished them, and on the sight fishing, basically what you got to do is, here comes a freaking helicopter. You bastard people, what are you doing? You're ruining my shot. Black Ops is coming to get me. You bastard people, what is going? Okay, I think that Fruit Loop's far enough away. A lot of people don't have the luxury of having a fish finder, so me in the past, I was one of those folks, so I would always have to sight fish them. Look for pillars, rocks, any type of structure, kelp, all that stuff will be usually holding bait, but any type of piers, Hermosa, Long Beach, San Pedro, Manhattan, Venice, they all have smelt on them. And I love smelt because they're really hardy baits and they stay alive longer. So you want to use the Hayabusa Sabiki, the smallest one they make. It's like an SAE 5 or something, I don't know. I'll post it, because I've only used them for 30 years, so I don't remember. Old man brain. Look for diving birds. Sometimes you'll see a group of sitting birds. Rarely does that mean there's bait there, but every once in a while I found that they're sitting there because they're so fat, because there's like a million miles of bait and they're just freaking eating it and they can't move because they're full, right? When you get full, you eat a pizza, you don't really want to move, you just want to watch the tube, right? So anyway, we sight fished them. I chummed roughly about a quarter mile, not straight, but I just hit the spots where I normally make the bait. So I chummed with a white bread. I don't know why they like that more than the brown, have no clue, but they do. So maybe it's something in their natural habitat, or it's easier for them to see. I have no clue. but the white bread is key, so bring that. And then by the time I hit the end of the line and Matt and I started to come back, the bait had surfaced. So it was really cool. I just anchored up on him and we got him going, and it was epic. It was really fun. I actually probably had the most fun making bait because unfortunately I dumped 3 halibut. Oh my God, it freaking hurt. What happens with those halibut is, because I don't fish a trap in the shallow areas, because a lot of times I'll catch like shorts, and the biologist told me when you catch a short with a treble, about 60 to 70% of the time the fish actually dies. It either gets a disease because it gets hooked way down in the belly, or you just rip something that they need, like gills or whatever, and they die. It's just the fact of life. So I don't fish those. And unfortunately, for that specific reason, halibut short by all the freaking time, right? The bait's swimming by, they grab it, and your hook's up here, right? And they grab it in the tail and they just lay back down, and they won't do nothing. They'll just lay on the bottom with the tail in the mouth, right? So my deal is, in these shallow spots, when I get bit, I give it a few seconds, I slowly lift up on the rod, and when it loads up, I lower the rod tip, let the fish take off a bit, and then I'll wind them up. With that being said, many times they're just taking off with the tail in the mouth and they never have your freaking hook. They don't always inhale it, because when they clamp on that tail, they're like a freaking pit bull, right? They don't let go. They just grab that thing. Halimotto, 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 come from inside Dinosaur. So it clamps down like a freaking pit bull, right? And then you start to reel in, it doesn't let go because it's a pit bull, right? So you're reeling that thing in, and all of a sudden your line goes limp, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Well, what just happened was you never had the fish hooked up. So on this fish in particular, I got him all the way up to where I saw him. I was getting ready to net him, and then my line just went limp, and I looked at my bait. Sure enough, never had it in the mouth with where the hook is. It just had the rake marks, right? It was a nice fish. And then I dumped 2 others. Same thing happened. Smaller fish, but probably legals. Matt lost a few fish. So all in all, it was a fun day, but I was down on myself because I like to catch them all up, right? I don't like to miss fish, but I'm freaking human just like everybody else, so I miss them too. So I don't know, I got to figure out a workaround. Maybe I'll do like a double single trap hook or something, because the trouble's what really whacks these fish. So the first order of business is to get this bad boy undone. Now we're gonna take the big pythons and lift it off the top of the truck. Good thing about this kayak is it's so freaking light. Still gonna take me a while to load all my freaking gear regardless. I'm a freaking gear, I guess you'd call me a gear whore. So there it is. So this is actually the first maiden voyage on the fishing side. Now I have taken this out on the lobster trips, but actually lobster trip. Yes folks, the circus is back in town. I think I'm about ready to see what happens. Alright dude, let's do this. It's on! Like Donkey Kong.
any difference with that paddle?
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, I love it.
Color too.
What's that?
Good color.
Yeah, they're nice baits too. So that's good. We went from no baits and now we got a whole bunch of them under us. So I want to chum this way so it goes under my boat, not away from my boat. Because the problem was we couldn't see them because they were on the bottom.
Yeah.
But then all that chum I sent down, that kind of sparked their interest.
There we go. Oh, they're good color too. Good color. Come on. There we go.
Alright, a double frickin' banger.
break my hook, bastard. Ah. Hopefully it did. Ah.
Now this yak's gonna be easy to roll.
Halimotto, Daniel-san! Halimotto, come from inside, Daniel-san! Halimotto, summertime, Daniel-san! Eat the lucky craft. Most time eat smelt, Daniel-san. Halimotto love a smelt, Daniel-san. Halimotto! Halimotto. Right there. I see the Halimotto. He come in. He flip his sand with the tail. He get camouflage. And then I throw the lucky craft. Lucky craft Halimotto, Daniel-san. Eat a lucky craft sometime, smelt all the time. Daniel-san, use the smelt all the time when you catch Halimotto. Oi! Let me do it the right way. Oi! What's on? What's off, Daniel-san? I'm Edward the Halterman, Officer of the Pacific. Me love you. Long time. I'm cocking out.